In 2022, riding around on a bike at the crack of dawn and throwing paper media into people's yards is kind of a weird thing to do, but it's even weirder when you throw time travel into the mix. Paper Girls is a new Prime Video series based on the hit comic, and here to tell us all about it, the creators, Vaughan and Cliff Chiang, and the Paper Girls themselves, Sofia Rosinsky, Fina Strazza, Camryn Jones, and Lain Nelet. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so I'm going to sort of call out the elephant in the room. This is a 1980s set streaming series that involves the supernatural and kids on bikes. Draw some comparisons to Stranger Things. How do you kind of correct people, aside from it being based on a kick-ass comic?
Yeah, I don't know. That's still a show I have to admit I haven't seen. Our comic book came out first before that, so I didn't want to be influenced by it, but my kids love it, and they've now watched both shows. And they're like, we love both equally, and they're so different. I think within the first 5 minutes of our first episode, you will see this is an extremely different show.
Nice.
So,
I mean, it's clearly they're both drawing from similar DNA of like 80s coming of age stuff.
100%. I'm sure we both owe Stephen King probably a big check. I think we were all fishing from the same waters. So, yeah, but there's room in the world for both of us, I certainly think.
Very nice. So in the trailer, there's a great bit where the Paper Girls, who are sort of coming from 1988 into present day, are really confused by like a sort of Amazon Alexa style, kitchen countertop robot. Was there any sort of 1980s stuff that you were confused by that you had to sort of ask about?
I think just, I was curious about you working your Walkman, just how the maneuvering worked.
It's a pain in the ass, right? Like it's not.
Yeah. It took like a long time to just create one mixtape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it in real time. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It's not a fun experience.
Your Spotify lists.
Yeah, but I guess sort of conversely, was there anything that sort of from modern day that you had to explain to the old folks on the show?
The old folks.
I don't know. Was there like any sort of like memes or stuff that's like cool now that you were like, guys, come on, it's 2022, get with it?
I don't know. I mean, as far as like technology things, everyone seemed fairly tech savvy.
Yeah.
I would quote stuff on
she
set very often.
Like Disney Channel stuff.
Yeah, and they wouldn't know, so I would have to explain it to them. Even sometimes they wouldn't.
We didn't even know what she was quoting. So I'm not sure we would be the best ones to inform the old folk.
I find I'm more confused by modern day stuff than I am by stuff from the 80s.
I think that's very healthy. That's a very reasonable way to react to things. Now, so a big part of the show is like sort of meeting your future selves, and you have adult actresses who play your a future component. What was it like, kind of meeting them? Like Riley, your grown-up version is played by Ali Wong. Like how was it getting to know her? And yeah,
I was actually, it was unexpected for me to figure out that Ali was going to play older Erin, but I was absolutely ecstatic when I found out. And we just had a lot of fun crafting Erin as a character. We bonded a lot on set, and it was a lot of fun. She was very, very funny.
Nice. Which one of you is the best at riding bikes?
Ooh. I think we're all pretty good.
I don't know.
Who's the worst?
Can I throw Cliff under the bus? Is that drew the comic and Cliff still does not know how to ride a bicycle?
Never learned. Never
They're a death
learned.
trap. You're fine. It's good.
I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I was 12. I was always scared of it. So, I mean, I'm with you there. That makes sense. I understand the fear.
Maybe you can teach me. It'll be good.
Good DVD extra.
Yeah, there you go.
Paper Girls teaching Cliff Chiang how to ride a bike.
Have you start out with training wheels and
over
time when you get better.
How my grandpa taught how my grandpa taught my sister is he said, okay, 3, 2, go.
That's how my mom taught me.
Down the driveway.
Nice. So Brian and Cliff, like, what was the most exciting thing to see come to life on screen from the comic, and I guess what made you know you found your Paper Girls?
There were a lot of cool moments from the comic that we were excited to see. Some great special effects. That surprised me as the artist. Just saying, wow, they really pulled that off. But there are also so many great scenes that are new, that were surprising to us, where they added characters and moments that were so emotional and really gave new layers to the story. When we saw the casting of the girls, it was just mind-blowing because they were so perfect. They looked like the drawings, but beyond that, they were such great actors too, and we couldn't have asked for a better cast.
Awesome. Now, Brian, I have a couple burning questions to ask you. I feel like streaming has had some really good luck bringing extremely mature independent comics, into series. Saga. Any chance of ever seeing an adaptation of that? I mean, I feel like sort of The Boys and Invincible have paved some nice runway for you there.
You know, never say never, but I think Saga is one of those things that I was like, oh, I want to do things that I can't do in film and television, you know, which is honestly, that's how Paper Girls began. We're like, there's never going to be a show where they'll let, you know, 4 12-year-old girls be the lead, so we'll do it as a comic. So if, you know, Hollywood wants to prove us wrong and say that maybe they can do Saga the way they've done as beautifully a job with Paper Girls, you know, I'm not opposed to it.
Nice. Now, the crudely drawn RX-78 on my arm will be very disappointed with me if I don't ask. How's that live-action Netflix Gundam coming along?
I wish I could say
Can you say
more,
literally
but I can say if you're into awesome giant robots, maybe check out the hit show Paper Girls, because maybe there might be some in there too.
There we go.
So.
I love it. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. This is awesome. I'm dying to check
Thank
out
you for having
Paper
us.
Girls. It is on Prime Video July 29th. That's very soon. You don't need time travel to check it out. And before that, we've got lots more IGN at Comic-Con, so don't go anywhere. Stick around.